Hi, this is Tutor Nick P, and this is lesson 776. Lesson today is American-British confusion with the word pants, because we both use the word pants in different ways. Okay, somebody wants a screenshot right now. Let's get right to it. In the U.S., the most common word for long clothes worn over the legs is pants, of course. In British English, the most common term for the same thing is trousers. Now, most Americans have heard and understand the word trousers, but it has the feeling of an old use because we might see it like in movies in former times, people using this word, or kind of an uncool word today if somebody used that in American English. So most Americans don't naturally say the word trousers. All right, let's continue. In British English, pants is a very common word for underwear, or more precisely, underpants. Okay. Now, in American English, the word panties can be used to refer to women's underpants, but only women's underpants. You wouldn't say that for men. And the British often use the word knickers in the same sense. Okay. The U.S. term for men's underwear is like either briefs or boxers. If you're, talking about the underwear in more detail, the briefs are the shorter, tighter ones, and the boxers are more like the longer, baggier ones, similar to the trunks that a boxer will wear. That's why they're called boxers. All right, let's continue. Now, here are some examples where this could cause a little bit of confusion, for either the Americans or British or people that learned American English and British English, and it could be a little humorous at the same time or a little strange. So here would be an example. You could say, he changed his pants right in front of us. So if an American said that, which is still even a little odd situation, but you could imagine it would be more odd for British, because if you said he changed his pants right in front of us, it might feel like he changed his underwear right in front of us, which would be a lot more shocking. All right, let's continue. Here's a second example. You should change your pants if we are going to play that sport. So this would be very common in American English to say this, but if it's from a British English point of view, you should change your underwear if we're going to play that sport. That would seem really kind of awkward and weird to say such a thing. All right, and we can kind of go the opposite way. We can see your black pants under that white skirt. You should wear a light color. Maybe, a woman might say this to another woman. Now, of course, she means panties or the underwear. Maybe she's just giving advice to another woman, but this would sound strange to an American. Why are you wearing pants under your skirt? Isn't that strange? Wouldn't that look weird? It could cause confusion. All right, and the second one here, I was embarrassed when my luggage opened and my pants fell on the ground for everyone to see. Now, of course, if a British person said this, she probably means the women's panties, her underwear fell on the ground. So that might be embarrassing, but pants would not really be that embarrassing. You might say, well, why were you embarrassed? It's just an accident. Anything like that could happen. So these are situations where there could be some confusions between the British English and American English. Anyway, I hope you got it. Hope it was clear. Hope it was very informative. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye.